sir.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. Halfway through the week, that's what's up. It's Friday for you tomorrow.
Yeah, it's something.
Still gotta get up though, one more day.
Oh, yeah.
One more day. Well, we welcome everyone to another episode of The Commute.
Yeah, I will be your driver.
And I will be your passenger. Let's see, we got a Pennsylvania man bought $400 in Quinto tickets, the Quinto lottery.
Okay.
Last month. And this guy normally buys about $100 a day using the same numbers over and over again. Well, the day he bought 400, I don't know if he was on to something or whatever, but he had 25 tickets that were winners. Mm-hmm. Each of them worth $50,000. So he had a total of $1.25 million in winnings. That's pretty good news. Man. The bad news is he misread the tickets and threw them out. And he didn't even know it at first, but the lottery said they normally have about 1% of their tickets that don't get turned in. Mm-hmm. For, the same reason pretty much.
Yeah.
But I guess they tracked it down because they were all from the same place, mm-hmm. and they knew him, and they said, well, the only person that bought that many tickets would have been this guy.
Yeah.
And they linked it down, but doesn't matter, he didn't have the tickets. He doesn't win. Too bad for him. $1.25 million. I don't know what kind of money he has where he spends $100 a day on them anyway. Who knows if he even needed the money.
Yeah.
But they said he was pretty upset. And then there was another guy who wanted to buy tickets. And same thing in PA. Pennsylvania people must be crazy about the lottery. Mm-hmm. And they said, sorry, you missed the deadline. Ticket sales are over for the day. I don't know what time they cut it off, but it was cut off. Mm-hmm. So this guy goes nuts. He takes off all his clothes, runs out of the store, goes to a convenience store across the street from him, tries to rob them. They said, the people working there chased him out. I guess he didn't have any weapons. He was just naked. He was a naked guy running around.
Get out of here.
And by the time he got out of the store, the cops were there waiting for him. He got arrested all buck naked.
That's weird.
These people are nuts.
They need the Quinto. You gotta have it. That's weird, man. Because if they trace it back to the guy,
and they know
it's
him,
knew it was him.
They have a record of those tickets being bought. Why did they try to track him down if?
But what was the point of that?
They weren't going to ruin his life.
What are they going to do with the tickets? They're not going to. They
keep the money. That's $1.25 million to the state.
Yeah, he won it. That's
horrible, man. But I tell you, keep your tickets if you don't have the ticket. I always think that, if I won the lottery, hit the Powerball or whatever, man, the first thing I would do is I would give it to my wife, so you stay in this house, you guard this with your life. I would go out, buy a super duper briefcase or something, or a safe. Uh-huh. I'd throw that shit in there, and the next day I'd go right to the place. And they say, oh, you should talk to a lawyer first if you win that much money. No. I'll get the money, and then I'll talk to a lawyer.
Yeah, that's like what some dude won it in Florida or something, and he he didn't redeem it for weeks, 3 weeks or something, because he was talking to a lawyer and doing all this stuff. He went to their website and followed their thing exactly.
No, not me. I understand the reasoning for it, but man, God forbid something happens to that ticket. Yeah. Dog eats it.
It's a lot of time in between.
I'll tell you what, my dog ate $300 million ticket. Uh-huh. I would cut that bitch open and get that ticket before it had a chance to disintegrate in her tummy. Sorry, dog. You're now worth $300 million. You're the richest dog alive right now. You're about to be the deadest. I love you. I know that my dog would want me to open her tummy to get the money, because she loves me that much. Yeah. Screw that.
She'd rather see you happy.
Exactly.
I understand that.
And I love her for it. That's why I wouldn't have a problem doing it. I'm doing this for you, baby.
This hurts me more than it does you. Except for the cutting.
I don't know. I guess I could take her to a vet. They might be able to keep her alive.
Yeah.
Say, look, vet, there's $1 million in it for you.
You take her to a shady motel and you fill it in a bathtub full of ice. I've heard this before.
She'll wake up all stitched up.
This works.
She'd be like, where'd my lottery ticket go? I knew I had a lottery ticket.
I thought I ate 2.
That's how my dog talks. Where'd my lottery ticket go?
Because of the love bond. That's how
exactly,
you know that.
exactly.
Yeah.
She talks to me.
Confides in you.
Yeah, tell her all my dark secrets. So God forbid if she ever really can talk.
All the secrets are out.
Back in the tub of ice with her. Taking out your voice box now. I can buy all the dogs I want from when I cut you open the first time. I have $300 million. How many dogs I can buy with that?
Man, there was a whole street blocked off on my way over here.
For what?
It was like, I don't know. There was a ton of cops.
Oh.
Ambulance going there. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Someone probably tried to. Oh, boot.
Oh.
Someone got a boot. He
Or
says,
someone was just getting
this
the boot.
off.
What was that?
That's horrible.
Yep.
The boot.
Das Boot.
St. Louis now. What they're doing, they're trying to get rid of prostitution in the city.
Okay.
So their way of going about it, they're saying, well, if there's no Johns buying the prostitutes, they'll stop tricking. They'll go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So what the mayor decided to do.
Because that's worked before.
Oh yeah, because you know, it's the oldest profession in the world.
Right.
You're not getting rid of that. You might as well try to get rid of drugs and gambling. But they're going to, if you get arrested for it,
Mm-hmm.
for getting a prostitute, they're then going to mail a big bright yellow postcard to your house that says, "Thanks for visiting the address where you got arrested at, the street corner or whatever, on this date." And it's a big reminder. It says, "We remind you that lewd behavior is a violation of city ordinance and state law." And then it says underneath, you've been sent this due to prostitution. Your court date is on this date, and you got to show up. So they're hoping, I guess, if you're married, you're gonna, say, "Oh well, I don't want to take that risk now because what if the wife gets the mail?"
Mm-hmm.
Or just your postman knowing, you're getting these big yellow cards.
I don't know. I mean, in this day and age, sending postcards. The fuck, you know how many stupid junk mail postcards I get? Many of which are colored neon colors.
Yeah.
That just go into the garbage. What the fuck? How is that going to do anything?
I know if I was a postman, I'd be looking for them. Guess what?
Whoa.
This guy.
Post it to his front door.
Knock on his door, special delivery. Oh, you're his wife? Can you give this to him?
Yeah.
I'd be stopping the mail for the week, picking the mail up at the post office. I don't know why we haven't gotten mail.
It's weird.
Late mail day. Staying home from calling out of work until the mail came.
Everything's internet stuff now. You don't get much mail anymore.
Yeah, but just go after the prostitutes.
Hey, fuck Jack House blocking all intersections. Yeah, well, I mean, even that.
Not that you can do that. They come right back. They get like a night in jail, and they're right back out there.
It doesn't affect the situation that caused them to be there in the first place.
Mm-hmm. And I feel St. Louis has bigger problems to worry about than that. I mean, I don't know. Don't know what kind of problems they have, but I have to imagine being a major city in this country.
Arch upkeep. That's a big arch. They gotta paint that shit or fucking
right. What do they do without the arch?
Yeah, I mean that's a bigger problem.
Maybe they could use all the extra yellow postcards they have and just glue them to it.
And save yourself, some silver paint. I don't know.
Or just make it a bigger penalty then. Instead of having the hooker spend a night in jail, do a month.
But but I mean, even again, that's not gonna.
It's just gonna fill the prisons more.
And that's gonna make the situation worse. They're gonna be more desperate for cash when they get out. They're not earning any money.
You'll never get them all. I mean, you're just gonna make busier nights for the others.
Yeah, it's not.
Or how about this? How about you legalize it?
Right.
And if you legalize it, these girls can get insurance, health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
you'll get rid of any violence that is put upon them for having this job.
Sure.
You know, because you can make a government run if you want. So they'll feel safer. So they're going to want to go to you instead of being with a pimp.
Set up whore dispensaries. That makes you feel better.
And if it helps you with your health because of heart problems, maybe you need a little more exercise, you can write that shit off on your taxes.
All right. We've already seen swimming pools.
You know, swimming pools and hookers. Write them off on your taxes. But no, and then you, I'm sure disease will go down more because you can have them have weekly checkups.
Yeah.
You know, and just make the whole thing safer.
Yeah, it's just...
Because you're not going to get rid of it. So if you're not going to get rid of it,
right.
How do we stop?
People are so caught up in this, like, especially here, like, the United States, of all the places that should be the most free of, like, right. that kind of just backwards ass shit. We're so repressed with, like, you know, whether it be religious values or whatever's holding it back to that extent. You look at any other progressive country, like, around the world, you know, and they don't have those problems. What was that, Denmark? They're emptying their prisons. They're going to close them.
Yeah.
There's nobody to put in them.
And if you let it be more free and acceptable, it becomes less of a... Like, in China and Japan, you see people on the subway sitting there reading a porn magazine like it's the newspaper. No one makes a big deal out of it. And because they don't have to sneak around and it's not looked upon as a bad thing, their rape is almost nil. You know, there's almost no rape in those countries. But here you make it this evil thing.
That's what happens to people. I mean, psychology doesn't change between, you know, that spans across all cultures, all, you know, social background. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, that doesn't change.
And even Amsterdam, where it's legal, they get pressure from other countries or, you know, wherever people visit from because, oh, it's so disgusting and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So they decided to not make it as out there, like on every street. You know, they have the red light district, the women in the windows and everything. Okay, so they want to cover it up a little bit, but they're not getting rid of it.
Right.
You know, they know that much. We are not getting rid of it.
Just cover it up enough so it doesn't hurt tourism, and then...
And tax the shit out of it. Tax the ever-loving shit out of it. And, you know, you can solve so many problems.
Yeah.
Because what solves problems? Money.
Ask any one of these rich motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah, what's your biggest problem? Oh, the maid didn't show up today. Oh, okay. Then you have no problems.
I accidentally bought 2 Hummers. It's the worst.
This day in history, April 16th, 1889, Charlie Chaplin born. And thank God, I love me some Charlie Chaplin.
Some funny shit.
I was just watching the other night, that movie was on about him with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie. Great movie. That guy had the life.
I got all of his stuff on Hulu Plus. Like in the, there's like a Criterion collection thing on there. I got like all his movies on there.
I have a lot of it on DVD. And I tried to get Carmela into it. She wanted to watch it. But as soon as she found out that most of them you have to read the words, she was like, I'm out.
Yep.
But that was before she could read as well as she can now. So I'm hoping
so
that...
maybe try again.
Yeah, like, hey, let's just watch it. Just put it on. I won't even ask her. I'll just put it on.
Oh, it's the only thing on.
But he's got some good... I mean, you talk about someone that was a good writer. There's that guy.
Dude, if you can write a story that can't be told vocally,
right?
I mean, that's everything.
And he lived to be, I think he was 88 when he died. 87 or 88. So
sounds right.
Died in 1977. So good old Charlie Chaplin. April 16th, 1972, Apollo 16 departs for the moon. 238,000-mile journey. Wow. That's the guys that were on it?
Yeah.
John W. Young, Charles M. Duke, Thomas K. Mattingly. It's the 5th of 6 lunar missions. 3 days and more than 20 plus hours exploring.
Yeah, they stayed on the surface for 3 days.
Wow. That'd be cool.
Driving that lunar rover thing around.
Man, how much fun do you think they had? Just
Plenty. It's all in film.
Yeah. Lunar rover collected 200 pounds of rock.
Yeah. Brought all that shit back.
Were they the ones that were hitting the golf balls?
If I had to guess, yeah. I mean, if you got enough time to perform experiments and stuff, and you're there for like 3 days,
See them running and jumping.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, don't go too far down on that list though. It starts to get morbid.
Morbid.
Yeah, there's bad stuff later on
Okay.
on this date.
Let's see, we'll go to 2007. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the morbidness.
Yeah. So
Virginia Tech massacre, 32 dead.
Yeah.
Wow, that many died.
Yeah.
I don't remember that many people dying.
Yeah.
That was the one when it started in the classroom. Was that one he pulled out a gun? No.
That was like, it was a dorm room, I think. He started there, like killed 2 people in the dorms, and then mailed like that video, and then went and like, I think that was the one where he chained the doors and went in and started shooting people.
That's right. That's right. And he offed himself.
Yep. Yeah. Nasty.
And then 1947, fertilizer being landed onto a ship.
Yeah, they're in Texas City, Texas. They were loading fertilizer on a ship, and it exploded.
Wow.
Killed almost like 500 people.
581 people.
Yeah, almost
Wow.
600.
How much fertilizer was it?
I don't know.
That's a lot of fertilizer.
Yeah.
Kill that many goddamn people in a boat?
Yeah, they were saying like the boat just got there was just nothing left of it.
Destroyed the boat.
Yeah, completely.
Oh, okay. That's probably most people on the boat.
Yeah,
I'm
so
guessing.
crew and all the people like on the pier and everything else.
Wow.
It was a huge explosion.
Then there was today, matching the date, there was a ferry in South Korea.
Yeah, I saw
Went
that.
down, a couple hundred people missing.
Mhm.
And he said they just either pulled out or identified one of the people
Mhm.
finally, so they're going to start pulling all those bodies out of the water.
Yeah.
And they won't get them all, you're not going to get all of them.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it depends how deep the water is.
No, yeah, that's true. I don't know what the problem is. I imagine it's got to be, no, deep to them. It's
Yeah.
different, you know, if you're
Right.
searching for people. So, U.S. foods that foreigners cannot stand.
Okay.
Food that we eat that they cannot stand. Red velvet cake. They don't like that because they just say it's too bland. It's too bland for their taste buds.
Red velvet cake. Okay. I guess.
And it's funny because I don't think it's a bland cake. It's pretty
No,
good
it's
stuff.
chocolate, basically. I mean, it's just chocolate cake.
Well, it also goes to the fact that they don't like our chocolate.
Hmm.
They said it tastes too processed, not sweet.
Yeah.
So there's your blandness in the cake. And they think it tastes dusty and old. Like it tastes like it's been
Mm-hmm.
sitting around too long.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, how it is processed here is not nearly what it is,
No.
you know, what you get in, you know, Mexico, Central, South America, all those countries.
They put time in
Europe
their
too.
chocolate.
I mean, that's like,
They stir theirs a lot more, a lot longer, so it gets more aerated. But yeah, I mean, chocolate around the world is so much better than
yeah.
our chocolate. My sister went to Germany and brought back some chocolate before, and that was some tasty stuff.
Oh yeah.
That was some real tasty
Yeah, I can
stuff.
imagine.
Bread that we have in our grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
You just get a thing of, you know, whatever bread, a loaf of bread, hot dog buns, hamburger buns. They don't like them because they're too sweet
Oh yeah.
to them. Our bread is definitely too sweet. They like it more hearty. You know, they put a lot more grains and nice thick hearty bread.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I guess it depends. I mean, some countries are big on like sweetened breads and stuff. I mean, there's
yeah,
depending on where you go. You know,
What was the bread you were just telling me about?
Yeah, well, that one was like the Hawaiian bread, but yeah, there's a Portuguese recipe that's, you know, it's really sweet.
Was that the thing you said your grandmother used to make?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, just our regular old bread is too sweet. Gravy and biscuits and gravy. It says too salty.
Oh, yeah.
And the idea to them of sausage, flour, and milk being blended together, just disgusts them.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's gross to them. They do not like it. Peanut butter and jelly, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even know if it tastes bad. They really don't know. It just sounds gross. The fact that you would mix jelly with peanut butter.
Come on. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Peanut butter, I don't think is big in other places.
Oh, no?
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think it's a big product like anywhere else.
It's just so goddamn expensive.
Could
Jesus
be.
Christ, man. Grits, they don't like grits.
Yeah.
They don't know why. They just don't like them. Bacon and eggs, like breakfast foods.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like really any of our breakfast foods. They say it tastes too greasy. They don't like the combination of that, eggs and bacon. They said mostly around the world, places keep breakfast lighter with like fruit.
Yeah.
Maybe just a biscuit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Something like that. Our cheese. They do not like our American cheese. It literally offends them. They're offended by our cheese.
American cheese.
American cheese.
Yeah, but not like cheddar and stuff. I mean,
They said it's too salty and processed the way we make it.
yeah.
To the point where you can't even buy any of our cheese in other countries. They just don't carry it. It's just they wouldn't dare sell that in their stores.
Yeah. Well, the American style cheese, like
Right,
that white.
right.
Yeah, that whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese.
Casseroles. They don't eat casseroles. They don't like the idea of casseroles because they like all their food separated. They like having different courses. They say the idea of blending everything. It seems like they just don't like blending stuff as much. And a lot of casseroles, you use some kind of condensed soup to hold everything together. They said that's just disgusting. Makes it too salty. But I mean, I started thinking about it.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. I mean, that's
like shepherd's pie.
yeah, that's exactly
That's a
what I was
casserole.
thinking of.
That's exactly what it is. You know, they got to eat pot pies, and they eat pot pies and other. I guess maybe if you call it a pie, it's okay.
Well, I guess a particular type of casserole too. I mean, that type where you're adding like, you know, that condensed like cream of mushroom soup to whatever, you know. Dump some vegetables in there and like a meat, and that's like casserole.
That's some tasty shit, man. They gotta try it. I'm gonna get a foreigner.
Too salty.
I'm just gonna make them try it.
Too salty.
Try this. Corn dogs. They don't like corn dogs because they don't like cornmeal. And then putting it over top of a salty hot dog. They don't like.
Really, cornmeal?
Cornmeal.
Huh.
The idea of cornmeal, they just don't like cornmeal. So.
I wonder how that would like go over if you went south, you know? Mexico,
like
South America,
like that,
Central America. I mean, they use a lot of maize and stuff in their diet. I could see not liking the hot dog mixture in between, but whatever, you know, replace it with like a spicy sausage or something. And
in Mexico, they would do that. And they're big on meat, you know, in South America.
Yeah.
I actually would think they would like a hot dog. Or like you said, some kind of encased meat.
Now, Europeans, I could see that.
Right.
You know, that not being appealing there.
And again, I don't know. It didn't say which countries they were getting this information
it's just
from.
generalized.
Yeah, just around the world. And last but not least, meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
They said the thing that puts them off on that for the most part is just the name. They have other things that are similar.
Yeah, terrine or...
to meatloaf, right? Know. They just don't call it that. And they said the idea of calling it meatloaf, they won't touch it.
Yeah, whatever.
So, screw them though. I like everything on that list. I mean, chocolate I can do without. I'm not huge on chocolate.
Yeah, I gotta have some chocolate. That's good shit, man.
Not that I don't like it, but
the darker the better.
That's the last time. I like super dark chocolate.
Yeah,
like just pure chocolate.
Yeah, milk chocolate I could give or take, but yeah, real dark chocolate, man.
Dark chocolate gets me, and white chocolate. I love white chocolate.
I do not. I'm not a fan of white chocolate.
Love white chocolate.
I just don't. It's just.
But again, just white chocolate. They put like cookies and cream, like they add stuff to it.
I could have a little bit of white chocolate, but not like I couldn't eat like a whole bar of white chocolate, or that's just too much. It's way too sweet.
I could just break it off, like to put it in my mouth and just suck on it.
Nah, I couldn't
melt and get
I couldn't do with that.
Ugh.
But yeah, any dark chocolate, that'd be fine. I mean, corn dog I could do without. I haven't had a corn dog in a while, and I don't really miss it, so that's whatever. I prefer like the outside of that, like the cornbread. I like cornbread, cornbread and chili or something else.
Oh yeah.
That outside of a hot dog is not really doing me.
I dig it. Dip in some mustard.
I'd rather just go the full 10, just make a Chicago dog.
Load that baby up.
Man, that's a good hot dog.
Stick with food. Domino's next week will be releasing their specialty chicken line. What they're pretty much doing is taking pizza toppings and putting it on top of boneless chicken pieces. They are going to have barbecue bacon chicken, jalapeno pineapple chicken, and crispy bacon and tomato chicken. They're just trying to be different. Like instead of putting it on a crust, they're putting it on chicken. They originally wanted to call it pizza chicken, but that wasn't going over too well. Because people were like, what? Now this is what I thought was funny. Their line for it is, failure is an option. Because they're trying to be funny how, oh look, we were trying to make pizza and we accidentally put it on chicken. I think failure is going to be a very big option for them.
Yeah, failure.
I do not think that is going to go over too well.
I think failure is the only option.
So it comes out next week. I'll be anxious to see how long that's on their menu for.
Yeah, no thanks. That's like Subway with those stupid Flatizza.
Oh, the pizza.
It's a pizza.
It's a pizza.
You made a pizza. Good job. Good fucking job. You made a pizza. It's like every other fucking restaurant.
Not appealing. We saw the commercial for it. My 8-year-old's like, why are they making pizzas?
Right.
I said, she said, but it's not a sub. She's like, they call it Subway.
Right.
I said, I know. She's like, I want pizza. I'll go to Pizza Hut. So they go to Subway. I'm getting a sandwich. So they have failed. Archaeologists, game designers, and a documentary crew are all getting together.
You've piqued my interest.
And what they all are doing is they're going to dig up the New Mexico landfill that contains all of the unsold 1982 E.T. Atari games.
You've lost my interest.
It's pegged as the worst game of all time. Dude, I like that game. I'm the only person I know, but I liked that game.
You're not the only one, man. I played the hell out of it.
Did you liked it too? Okay.
I didn't mind it. And somebody went back on PC recently, and they fixed like all the bugs and stuff that were in it. So like it's
it didn't have bugs.
It had a lot of bugs.
Like what?
You don't remember it, but it did.
I played it. I was able to beat it. I don't remember there being bugs.
It was bugged out. But the guy fixed all this stuff, so like you can buy, or not even buy. I think you can just download it.
Part of the problem of it was, and I understand, was at the time mostly just kids were playing Atari.
Yeah,
it wasn't really an adult thing. The game was difficult to learn. It wasn't hard once you knew how to play it.
It had a very steep learning cliff.
I mean the directions were poor. At times it was difficult gameplay, trying to get out of the pit, and then you had to get out of the bushes.
Yeah, and finding your way through that map that just kept repeating.
But I loved the hell out of that game.
Man.
But for people that don't know, because it was considered one of the worst games ever, they just took every leftover game they had and they put them in a landfill and they cemented over top of it. They just made a parking lot. They didn't even want to burn them. They just said, use it as landfill.
Sink them.
recycle my
What do they have to find?
I think they're just doing a documentary on the game. So I guess to end it or to just add something to the documentary, they're going to dig them up and show, hey, here's all the...
I'll watch the documentary. That'll be funny.
Oh, man, it'd be great. I actually played that game a couple months ago.
Oh, did you?
I took out the old Atari, and I had the game, and it still worked. So I was playing it, had a blast. I will say this. You put that bitch on hard, impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible. Those DEA agents keep coming and throwing you in jail or whatever the hell that was supposed to be.
Yeah, they didn't have fucking walkie-talkies in that.
No.
It's serious jail time.
You threw your ass away, but no, I love that game. Every time people talk bad about it, I'm gonna stick up for E.T., the Atari game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk bad about it. I played it. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was my favorite game on Atari, but I'm not gonna say it was the worst or the biggest disappointment. To me, the biggest disappointment on Atari was Pac-Man. By far.
Well.
Play fucking Pac-Man in the arcade, go to fuck home.
It's different.
That's not fucking Pac-Man.
It's not Pac-Man,
Ain't Pac-Man
but it was
I've ever
still
seen.
a good game.
No.
Because it was as good as you're going to get at home at the time.
No, sir. No,
Until they came out with ColecoVision.
These things do not follow, because that was the biggest disappointment I've ever seen.
I was okay with it. Well, when it first comes up, I'm like, what?
What's
well.
this?
And then I went and played, and I was fine with it.
Man, just give me fucking Missile Command or
Missile
that
Command was the
Combat.
shit.
Dude, I played the shit out of Combat.
Loved Missile Command. Combat, yep.
Fuck, I love Combat.
Yep, remember me and my dad would stay up for hours. And just hours all night playing
Tanks,
Combat.
Planes. That game was awesome.
That was a good game.
That game, fucking Warlords. Dude, I
never played Warlords.
Oh, fucking Warlords, dude. Oh. They remade that, and it's on Xbox Live.
Oh, okay.
You can play it like 4-player over live. That game is badass.
River Raid. I was a big River Raid.
River Raid was good.
Remember with River Raid, you could get you could become a member of their fan club or like their Hall of Fame if you reached so many points.
Yeah.
And you had to take a picture of the screen and mail it into them. So I got there, I took a picture of it. I took like 2 pictures of it.
Yeah.
None of them came out. And taking pictures of TVs back then was an art form, apparently.
Yeah, I never actually had River Raid. My cousin did, but I played it every time I went over there. Yeah, that and Circus Atari. I was jealous of those two.
I love Circus.
I was jealous of those 2 games.
I had that. That's a good game. I was disappointed with it. I took out Circus, put it in. That one no longer worked.
Oh, man.
No longer worked. That's like the one game my kid would have had a blast with.
Yep.
Because she hates the controller. The Atari joystick.
Yeah.
She's like, what the hell is this? So that's how you control it. One button. It's got one button. That's all we needed.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can hook like the Sega Genesis controller into that thing. It's the same
Atari?
Yeah, it's the same prong thing, yeah.
All I gotta do is get those.
It'd be set up for both systems.
I have the Atari, bad controllers. I have the Sega, no controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do gotta do that.
Second and Charles, man. They had them for you.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go. I gotta go there. We'll have a Sega night.
Yep.
But speaking of, you brought up something with TV, I thought. Something maybe
with TV?
Bad. But I see you got Fargo here.
Yeah, dude. That like premiered or something last night on FX.
The movie, I hate it.
I remember you saying that before.
And I know people love it, and it's big, got a big following. I tried it a second time. I can't do that movie. But the show looks awesome. The show looks really good.
Let me tell you, the show is awesome.
Did you watch it?
Yes,
okay.
I did.
Now, did you like the movie?
I did.
Okay.
I haven't been. I don't think I've watched it again, but like I think I saw it in the theater, and I liked it then.
Okay.
And I like the Coens, so.
I love them, but
And they're producers on the show.
I couldn't do the movie, but it's got a lot of actors and actresses I like.
Yeah, and it's not the movie at all.
Good.
It's not. It's like in the same vein as the movie, but it's not like, you know, somewhat similar characters and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, It's very different from the movie, by far.
I'll have to
But
check
it's like
it out.
supposedly it's like a limited run thing.
I meant to set the DVR up for it.
Yeah,
I forgot.
yeah, dude. Well, you can just watch it on
Sure.
Xfinity or whatever.
Or on demand or whatever.
Yeah, it's on there. But
Tuesdays
yeah, catch
at
it before it
10.
goes away.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty good. I like
They
it.
might even replay it before next week's episode.
Yeah, probably.
I'll just record both.
Probably. Yeah, it was good. It has that Martin Freeman guy, the new fucking Hobbit. Nah, he was good on. Did you ever see Sherlock? That show? It was him and Benedict Cumberbatch. He was. Freeman was Watson, and
He looks like he played good Watson.
dude, that's such a good show, man. I'm waiting for the next series is supposed to come out on. It's already been out on the BBC, but it's supposed to come on Hulu like sometime soon. I'm waiting for that, and I'm waiting for Moon Boy to come back on.
Moon Boy.
Oh, Moon Boy is great.
What the hell is that?
Holy shit!
I've never even heard of Moon Boy.
It's you know that 80s show that you liked that was on that they just made that was on our channel.
Oh, the Goldbergs.
Right.
Yeah.
To me, that was horrific. Like I know you do. I know, and that's the thing. To me, that was unwatchable. It was Moon Boy is that like really good, and it's basically like Drop Dead Fred. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Imaginary Friends, like
I love Drop Dead Fred.
Well, the imaginary friend in that of like this 8-year-old kid in like that 80s theme thing is the dude he was on IT Crowd, but that's another British show. I'm trying to think of what else he was in. He was in, they did that Gulliver's Travels movie with Jack Black. Did you ever see that? The bad guy from that? The guy who was in the big robot suit?
Yeah.
That dude.
Okay.
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I like him.
But I can't for the life of me think of his name right now. But yeah, he's the imaginary friend in that, and it's just awesome. It's like just a great show in every way.
What channel is that on?
It was a BBC show.
Oh, okay,
So again, with that and fucking Misfits, dude, I gotta lend you like my fucking Hulu subscription just so you can watch these shows.
Wait for it. I don't need any more shows.
Oh, you do. You need all of these.
God.
You need to watch Misfits from like beginning to end.
Not that I don't want to. I want to. But now I'm going to be adding Fargo.
Yeah. Well, you'll know by the end of the first episode whether you like it or not.
Yeah, that's
Fargo.
true. That's true.
So
there's always a chance I won't.
if it's too similar to the movie, you're going to be freaking out. So
But it's also got Billy Bob Thornton in it, whom I love.
he's fucking awesome.
I mean, he makes anything better.
Dude, he's really good in that show.
Bob Odenkirk,
Yeah.
who has his name on everything.
Yeah.
Watch TV, man. Just watch the credits. Even if it's shit he's not in, he is associated that shit. He must be the richest guy in the world. And it doesn't matter if it's a cartoon, if it's a sitcom,
He's in it.
if it's a movie. Just IMDb him, and it's just it's bigger than the Bible.
List.
The guy's in they're into everything.
And he's like in other shit. Like I think they're still doing that spin-off of Breaking Bad with him.
Yeah.
Where he's like the lawyer again.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah, he's in everything.
I don't know if I'll watch that. Like I don't really.
Spin-offs usually suck.
Yeah, it's another thing I can't do.
I can't do spin-offs. I've tried. I can't.
You have a hard enough time getting me to watch a thing once, let alone
Right.
spin
Rehashing
off
it.
of something else. Very particular. It has to punch particular buttons for me. Otherwise, I check right out. But yeah, Bob Odenkirk and what else is that? Yeah, and then the Coens. Yeah.
Coens producing it. Whom I like most of their stuff. They do make some stuff that.
Yeah, I can watch almost anything by them. I can't think of something I can't watch, but my wife's the same way. She doesn't. If I don't tell her it's done by then, it's usually okay. But
they did.
There's stuff she really can't stand.
What's the one they did with Jeff Bridges?
Big Lebowski.
I can't do that.
Right, she can't do that one either. But I fucking love that movie.
Yeah. And that's another one I've tried to watch it. Like, I watched it before they were who they are.
Right.
And then once I fell in love with them, I said, all right, I got to go back to this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's...
yeah, it's that
and the thing is, I like them. I like Jeff Bridges a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
like No Country for Old Men, though.
Yeah.
Like, you love that movie. That movie's fucking great. I don't know if there's any number of other things by that. Oh Brother,
Where Art Thou?
She hates that one.
Oh,
she don't like that
movie.
one.
Love that's top 10 right there.
I love that movie too. It's great.
Great movie.
But
let's see.
so give Fargo a shot.
I will. I'll check it out. I wanted to. I just forgot about it. I ended up falling asleep last night.
Yeah.
By the time I was woken up, it was over.
Yeah.
I say, way to a man's heart is to his stomach. And then women will go, nah, there was balls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, blah, blah. Turns out they might be right.
Oh, yeah?
Teenager in Ireland thought it would be a funny joke to play on his friend if he just went up to him and squeezed his balls. You didn't expect that.
It's the funniest thing ever.
We squeezed him a little too hard, and they were 17, and the kid went into cardiac arrest. Drops
Holy
dead.
Crap. What?
It was at school. Teachers end up performing CPR on him.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him back. He's currently in a hospital. They have him in an induced coma until so much time goes by because the pain would just be unbearable. They just have to keep him in a coma.
Holy crap, what?
But they said that if you have trauma to your testicles, not only is the pain severe, which we all know, but it pumps extreme amounts of adrenaline through your body. And he squeezed his balls so hard, the adrenaline shot he got stopped his heart. So, the way to a man's heart, through the balls.
Directly in the balls.
Through the balls. I mean, I knew, hey, we all know it hurts.
Yeah.
And you hear people getting their balls smashed, you know, where they have to just, you can't fix it. And you never hear anything like that about a heart attack.
Well, you know, that brings a whole new light to those weird, like, that fetish shit where people want to get kicked in the fucking nuts and all that stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Like, you get high off.
Yeah, they get the fucking adrenaline rush. That's what it is.
But even though you get the rush, the pain.
Apparently,
that's not a fair trade-off.
You know? You gotta walk a mile in the fetish shoes, I guess.
Even if you graze them a little bit.
Yeah,
it's just it's sometimes worse.
Floor. Yeah.
Oh. And I mean, I've taken, you know, hockey puck to the balls. I've gotten hit pretty hard where I start dry heaving.
Yeah.
But never has my heart stopped. I just didn't know that was a thing.
No.
So, you know.
Double down on the cups, man. That's
not funny. Don't be squeezing people's nuts.
Don't go in without the cups.
And if they ask for it, be gentle. Be gentle. Cup them. Don't squeeze them. Because the heart will stop. Good Christ almighty.
It's fucking beyond belief. Induced coma after, you know. I've known people that, like, sat on their nuts and they had to go to the hospital.
My dad had a friend, and they worked on ships. And they have the big metal tool chests, you know, toolboxes, with the drawers that pull out. And he would take a tool out and just, like, shut it with his hip or whatever, you know, close his leg. Well, he got his junk caught in the metal drawer. And he slammed that shit right in there. They had to take him out on a stretcher. He said he was just, like, purple, you know, from the pain. Like, yeah. Yeah, it's,
oh, my God.
So, yeah.
It's no joke.
So the women were right. But you can imagine this kid when he wakes up in the hospital, like, where the fuck am I? What happened? Yeah. You gotta squeeze the balls. You know, Jimmy, your buddy?
What a dick he is.
Yeah, I can't imagine they're gonna be friends anymore.
No.
If so, that's a true friendship right there.
If it can last that. If a friendship can last through severe testicular trauma, it can
20 years from now. Hey, remember that time I squeezed your balls and your heart stopped? The memories.
Oh, the good times we had. Remember that whole year of high school you had to make up because you were unconscious?
And you lost all your friends because they moved on and you didn't?
Right.
By the time you got to the hospital, your girlfriend found the new guy that had balls.
Remember that whole period of your life when your mom had to buy cases of frozen peas for you? And you didn't eat any of them?
And now you can never have kids?
That was great, wasn't it?
Oh, man. The joke was on you, buddy. I knew that'd be funny. I knew you'd laugh eventually about that.
That was like a 30-year joke, Renee. It took this long.
I thought this was cool. An ad agency posted an ad on online and in newspapers for the toughest job in the world. Okay.
There's like a video to this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I haven't watched this thing.
And what they did was they got 2.7 million people saw the ad.
Mm-hmm.
Only 24 people applied for it.
Oh, yeah?
What they said in the ad was it's 135 hours a week. You have to have constant mobility, keen coordination, no breaks, and no holidays off. So when people still applied for this job, the 24 people that did, they did a video interview with them. And this is what the video is them having the video conference, applying for the job. And then they go a little further into it where they say there is no guaranteed sleep involved. And they're like, well, I get to sit down when the opportunity arises, right? They're like, no. They said, and no guaranteed sleep. They said you can sleep once your client falls asleep. And if they're asleep, you might be able to sleep. They also said that the job pays no money, $0. And people are sitting there saying, is that even legal? What the hell can you do? And they then go on to tell them that the job was for the job of being a mother. And then the people started to cry. It brought them to tears because it made them think how wonderful their moms are. When you put it into perspective like that.
Right.
They said that originally they said it was for a director of operations job. They also said you had to have a degree in medicine and finance to do the job. But the whole thing ends up being it was made by a greeting card company called Card Store.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to be their Mother's Day card that they put out there for everybody. But it was cool. I mean, it was actually neat to see the reactions of the people. You got to watch it because even though I knew, I read the article first, so I knew about it, then watched the video, it was still kind of touching. It was kind of neat. It was the way they did it. Cool.
Anytime you get a legitimate, emotional reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was men and women. Yeah. It was both of them. So, it was pretty neat. Check it out. I'll put that on the Facebook page.
Yeah, it keeps popping up and stuff, and I haven't clicked on it.
Yeah, I'd seen it the last couple of days, and I'm like, I don't care.
I went for combat juggling. I didn't click on that one.
Did you watch combat juggling? What did you think?
That's amazing shit.
Right?
It's amazing.
I want to find the tour, and I want to go watch this shit.
Yeah, that'd be worth seeing, man.
I gotta go. Hey, destination video.
I gotta go just to get some more rolls for the card game.
Combat juggling card game. And we sell it there. Why not?
I'm telling you.
Make a little money. There's a high school in Kyrgyzstan.
Okay.
It's in Central Asia.
Yep.
They had to close it due to an onslaught of snakes. Since the beginning of spring, they have been seeing 30 snakes a day in the school. And it's got to be a small school. The school only has 144 students. And they didn't say what kind of snakes they've been seeing. So I don't know if they're poisonous or...
It must be to close the school. I mean, if it's garter snakes getting in, it's...
They said they've been trying so hard to get rid of the snakes, but they just keep coming back. They can't get rid of them. I don't know how they're trying to get rid of them. So they had to close the school until they can fix this. And it was also a problem in 2011. A California school closed due to rattlesnake infestation.
Man.
Can you imagine? I don't do snakes. I don't do snakes. Not a lot of stuff I'm afraid of.
What about deadly venomous snakes?
Yeah, well, those I can do.
Is that a difference?
I'll play with them. But yeah, we talked about it before. Where I just turn into a little girl when the snakes are around. I I can't do it. But you don't have to close the school for me not to fucking go. If we have rattlesnakes going around the classroom, I'm out.
Right. Whether that thing is closed or not.
I will either transfer or get homeschooled. But you wouldn't learn. I'd constantly be looking around and put my feet up on shit and just...
I'd be constantly bringing in maracas in my backpack. Because that would be funny shit.
That would be funny.
Just walking down the hallway.
What was that?
Did you guys hear that?
Shake your shoulders so it shakes. Tie one to the inside of your pant leg. Just shake your legs.
What was that?
It was down low. I heard it. Oh, but I just... No, man.
Yeah, it must be like some area where there's nesting or...
Yeah, I mean, I assume... Fuck it, they're killing them. They're probably killing them and eating them, you know? But... Oh, God. That's not good. Oh.
No.
The teenagers are currently leaving Facebook for Facebook. About 1.5 years ago, teenagers said that Facebook was their #1 social media site. That's where they did it. 6 months ago, Twitter became the #1 site, very briefly, and then Instagram overtook it. And now they all say Instagram is what they use. They say Facebook is for older people, moms and such, and it's just a thing. However, who owns Instagram? Facebook. And they said it's just this constant battle going on right now. Just like Twitter and Yahoo have Vine and Tumblr. You know, they all try to get a thing.
Yeah.
But they said it just, even something like that is so rapidly changing. It's every 6 months to a year, there's a new cool thing, and everyone just leaves it, does the new. They're just trying to buy up. You know, they try to figure out which one is going to be the biggest hit with teenagers because they're the biggest
demographic.
You know, of social media. They're trying to. The trick is find out what the next one's going to be, or even create the next big one yourself, and push it and advertise it.
Yeah, and that's why they buy, you know, all kinds of weird shit. You know, Oculus Rift thing.
Yeah. Because they know that we're not going to last. We're not a business that can be around forever, at least with the biggest demographic we have.
Yeah, if you're treading water, you're drowning.
So they got to keep up on it. But it's just funny because you're buying right into the same company. They just, most of them don't even realize it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same thing with, like, you know, Honda and Acura or, you know, any of those other car things. It's the same car company.
You're going to buy our competitor, we're just going to buy them.
Right.
And we still got you. We'll advertise as something newer and different. I wouldn't even doubt they have some kind of advertisement like, hey, we're not Facebook.
Right.
You know?
We're not your father's Facebook. Except we are.
Sucker. Detroit. You feel like moving to Detroit?
No.
No, you sure?
No.
What if you could buy a house for $1,000?
No.
Nice.
There's a reason why it's $1,000.
What they're doing is the mayor there, Mike Duggan, they auction off homes every so often. And a lot of times these are homes that you can't see the inside of, but you know how the inside looks.
Sure.
What they're doing, and what happens is real estate people buy them up, decide this is a piece of shit, and then they just leave it anyway. It doesn't do any good. Or they just list it again for sale. They're going to have one day on April 27th where these homes will be auctioned off at $1,000 a piece. Not only April 27th, you can go into the homes. You can actually see what's inside of it.
Oh, okay.
They'll sell the homes for $1,000 a piece. Every day, so many more homes, starting in May, will be up for auction. But what they're doing now is you have to be a Michigan resident to buy the house.
Oh, okay.
So that these outsiders don't try to buy them. Zillow has the prices of the homes valued between $15,000 and over $100,000. But if you buy it, you have to sign a contract that says within 6 months you will refurbish the home and bring it back up to par. I don't know who's going to do it unless people are losing their homes out there.
Yeah.
You know, to do it. And they said after 6 months they might even extend the period for you if you can show, you know, that you have been trying and you're working your ass off on the house. Because I mean, they showed pictures of the insides of these houses. I mean, you got to gut most of them.
Yeah, it's barely a house.
I mean, they've all been, every piece of metal has been taken out of it. I mean, even the sinks, there's just no sinks there.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't even have walls, they're just studs. But, I don't know, they're trying. But yeah, even for $1,000, I couldn't do it. And the taxes there are surprisingly high.
Oh, yeah?
They said that's the other thing. People that buy the homes think, hey, I'll buy a home cheap, fix it up. Once they find out the taxes, which why you don't know the taxes beforehand, I couldn't understand.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I guess you buy it as an investment thing. And
yeah,
don't
you can't keep up the taxes.
Yeah.
So I'll screw it. But yeah, man, Detroit's trying, but I just think they're done. But don't worry, Detroit, because Philadelphia is sneaking up on your heels. They're trying to become the next Detroit. And there's no fixing that either.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. New Detroit, you bring in RoboCop.
You gotta bring in RoboCop. I do want to go to Detroit though, just to see the RoboCop statue.
Oh, is it there? There's a RoboCop
There's
statue?
a RoboCop statue.
That's
they
funny.
Just
I didn't know they did that.
About a year ago. First I thought, well, that's pretty stupid,
silly.
but we have a Rocky statue. He's
don't.
fictional too.
We don't.
We don't. Yeah. Philly does.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
All right, well, that'll do it for this episode of The Commute. Check out our website, tocommute.com, TWOcommute.com. Check out our Facebook page, The Commute. Follow us on Twitter, @DriverPassenger. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Commute Podcast. Or send us an email at thecommutepodcast@comcast.net. Hope to see you soon.